Frenemy is in Webster's dictionary.
Divalicious is not.
All right, I mean that.
Okay.
It's going to be in next year, along with photosensitive or photosensation.
What?
Which is the feeling you get when you go into the sun.
Okay.
Have you been hearing all that bad news about tanning beds and tanning?
We talked about it yesterday in the show.
Yeah, no, but I mean, the news is getting progressively worse.
I know. We had our doctor look into it last night on 360.
What did your doctor say?
He said it's not a good idea, that he would not recommend members of his own family to go into tanning beds, in particular if they're under the age of 30.
Okay, but correct me if I'm wrong. Back in the day, you guys go on a journey with me, and those of you who are young...
Oh, yeah, back in the day, the tanning beds were much safer.
Back in the day...
They were glorified toasters back then.
Back in the day, they used to advertise, this is safer than the sun. Ladies? Thank you.
Wow. I'm stunned that the advertising was false. I'm stunned that an ad executive would lie. This is a great revelation to me. Yeah.
Well, I took it to heart. I was like, this is healthy. This is good for me.
Did you do that a lot?
I didn't do it a lot, but, you know, I did it before, like the prom,
right, sure.
and all of the dangerous times where they're interviewing now these girls who are like, you know, they're young, very young girls suffering from serious forms of skin cancer because they went into the tanning salon before the prom.
Right. Oy. It's not good.
So I am hoping that my tanning bed really was healthy.
I'm sure the one you used was very, very healthy.
Yeah, it was battery operated. Did you think
that? Was that right? But there are all those creams and stuff. Do those work? Or
I for years...
Or does it just turn people orange?
I, for years, used to use one called Chanel Soleil, which I think had a very natural color to it. But then I had 3 kids, and I had to move on with my life. I couldn't be standing around naked waiting to dry. Wait for mommy to dry, kids, and then I'll get your toast out of the toaster, okay? You know what I mean?
How long would it take to dry?
Well, like 45 minutes sometimes.
So you just have to stand there?
Stand there naked, and Mark would be like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm waiting to dry. You're naturally tan, and I'm about to be naturally tan.
Couldn't you just use a hairdryer or something?
Like, where was Anderson Cooper when I needed him? That's a great idea. No, that never occurred to me.
Yeah. I also had so many people coming up to me yesterday and talking about the Bachelorette who was on.
Yes.
Yeah. That was funny. I don't know if you saw it. Did anybody see this?
She became
the Bachelorette
very
was on.
offended that Anderson asked her something personal.
I asked her how many of the guys she had actually slept with on the show. Right. Oh yeah, you all act shocked, but the entire premise of the show is that she's sleeping with all these guys. And they're showing pictures of volcanoes and you know, foam on the water, so, you know, it's a natural question. Plus, she acts all shocked, like, how dare I ask her this? She's on national TV greasing some guy up with lard. I mean, how shy can she possibly be? You know? And, of course, I watched this thing on the Soup because I didn't actually watch the whole thing, and they just truncate the best moments. And they're greasing each other up with lard on their bed, and all I can think of is, like, doesn't that get the sheets really gross? And, like, do they sleep in that bed all night long?
By the way, I can get that lard out of the sheets. You just need a little baking powder.
Is that right?
You just let the baking powder soak the lard out.
So then her